So I've been out and about lately. I've seen something more and more. Now when I was a kid in high school, interracial dating was kind of, sort of, almost tolerated. So I find it kind of odd, in a good way, to see more and more older interracial couples. You know, like 40s, 50s, and 60s. I think it's kind of cool, but it did get me thinking.
What we do here is go back.
Now I'm sure not all of the couples are from back in the 80s or whatever, and I'm sure some of the couples have gotten together recently, but it got me thinking. People from the age group when I was a kid are now getting old, and it's a whole new different thing. So basically, what are the old people going to be like? I mean, there was a time when only certain people kind of got tattoos and piercings and stuff like that. Now it's commonplace. Now anybody gets a tattoo. Everybody has at least one tattoo. So, again, what are the old people going to be like? I mean, is there going to be like 80, 90-year-old people running around with Metallica t-shirts on? I mean, is there going to be a bunch of old, saggy, wrinkly skinned people running around with neck tattoos and full sleeves? Big gauged ears? Well, maybe. It's like back in the day. The black dudes always dressed real sharp. They always wore the best clothes, always nice and neat. Slamming shoes, real cool pants. Even their summer wear. Their tops and their pants matched. They dressed awesome. You see these older dudes walking around today, they still dress slick. So, is there going to be a bunch of old black dudes running around with their boxers hanging out, big baggy pants down around their knees, with a belt cinched around it? I wonder. I mean, it used to be, honey, do these jeans make my ass look fat? And you better had said, no dear, you look great. Now, if she says, do these jeans make my ass look fat? You better say yes, or come up with 15 grand for ass implants. So with the ass, lip, and tit augmentation, what are we gonna have? Is there gonna be old 70-year-old grannies, all bent over, hunched over with their walker, with big double D's, a big Kim Kardashian ass, and big old puffy lips? Are we gonna be left with caskets filled with titanium knees and hips? And big bags of silicone from breast and butt implants? Is it going to be a bunch of older people sitting around telling I remember when stories that go something like, remember PlayStation 4 and the iPhone 6? Wow. What's going to happen when all these millennials get old? You know, the ones that live at home in mommy's basement until they're 40? They're going to be sitting around when they're old telling I remember when stories? Yeah, I remember when I was 50 and mom and dad finally died and I got to live by myself. Will there be old people to say, when I was a kid, I lived in Louisiana. Hurricane Katrina hit, and I lived in a FEMA trailer for 30 years. There's still places in the city that aren't rebuilt. What are the old people going to be like? The next generation of old people. Not me, not my old ass. I know what I'm going to look like. What will the next generation of old people be? What will they look like? How will they act? What's the story that they will tell? Should be quite interesting. That's the way I see it.
just like shit.